TiVo2 here, back with something quite different. You might notice the hearts and hunger bars at the bottom are quite different than what you would expect, and that's because we're using a texture pack and we're not in our normal world, and that is because if you look behind us, look at that, it's the TARDIS, but not the one you were expecting. This is the TARDIM, a very old Minecraft map made, I believe, in 2013 by UnlimitedMind42, and possibly one of the coolest and probably most iconic Minecraft TARDISes ever made. It's incredibly simple. Even mine is amazingly more complex than it, but this was really awesome for the time it was made. You can see it uses a texture pack for the doors. It would use one for the top here, but because of how certain items' names have changed in the years since, some things just don't work properly. Like when we get inside, you'll also see that stuff like there's like fish fingers and custard, and the fish was done with raw fish, which has since been renamed to raw cod, so the texture doesn't work on those either. But for the most part, it works pretty darn good for 1.18.2, which is what we're currently on. However, for the full experience, you might want to go back to, I believe, 1.6.2, which I believe is when this was made. So yeah, the exterior is simple. It's obviously made of real blocks, unlike my TARDIS. We've got iron doors on these three sides, and then obviously our main door here with little, very nice texture, honestly. It just looks cool. And then normally here you'd see like the police public call box, and then even on the top, it wasn't modeled, but they did have like a texture of a little lamp on the top. It's really cool. And then you can just open the door. So I'm just going to head on in. You can see it's just a command block and a pressure plate. And yeah, very simple just to teleport. Same thing, this will teleport you back out. But you can see here's the inside of the TARDIS. It's based on Matt Smith's first design, the copper TARDIS. This gives me huge nostalgia just in of itself. They've even gone as far to make the beacon here green, which just looks kind of neat. And then it does have a couple different rooms you can explore, which is pretty fun. So we come up here, for example, we got this bedroom based on the one from the 11th Doctor's era, where he mentioned it. It was never shown, but he did say it had a bunk bed. These pictures, I believe, also are some textures that don't work. They're supposed to have pictures of, like, I think Matt Smith over here and David Tennant here. And then the chest has all these cool things, and you can see what I was talking about with the fish fingers. They don't look like the ones in Hunger Bar, which they're supposed to, I believe. It just looks like normal fish, which it is. But we can eat it, get our health back, and then the custard is just retextured mushroom stew, but it does look pretty nice, honestly. Can't eat it right now, but you get the point. We got a fez and a bow tie, which is cool, and it's even got this custom lore, I believe. And then we got sonic screwdrivers, which they don't work, unlike mine, but I think they're just like retextured swords. I think this one's like an iron sword, this one might be a diamond sword. I mean, the texture works pretty nice. I mean, obviously nowadays we'd have like 3D models and stuff, but these weren't too bad, honestly, for the time they were made, especially this one. I quite like it. And yeah, it is enormous in my hand. It looks a little ridiculous. This one's barely better. Let's try the bow tie. That is enormous. It looks funny, but yeah, it's golden chestplate. And then the fez, yeah, again, it is enormous, not at all to scale with an actual fez. I don't look like the 11th Doctor, I just look weird. But yeah, we can look at a couple more rooms. There's only like 2 more. So down here is like this big wardrobe. And this is my first time seeing this. Like, I only played the map for a couple minutes before making the video. But this is so cool. It's got all these different areas with these item frames with different armors in them. Different mob heads too, which is just so cool. And then over here, I think I've seen this before, maybe? I'm not certain. Yeah, you step on these and like a chest opens in the wall into a hidden storage room. Which is kind of cool. It's a bit weird that it's in a wardrobe. I just want to see up here. Yes, this is the library. I remember this. In so many videos, people were like looking for the swimming pool and stuff, and sure enough, it's in the library. Again, a reference to Series 5. And it's a nice build, honestly. It's just funny seeing like a diving board in a library. But then again, the entire swimming pool being in the library is weird too. Let's go over to the time travel, I think, first. So it's like a little after midnight, I guess, and I think these correspond to like the location of the sun, so like morning, like dawn would be like here, for example, so let's press that. Yep, I was right. We can move it up a little bit more. This is very simple, again, something I could probably do, but it was so cool back in the day, and I loved it. And it does bother me, honestly, from today's standpoint, like, that it isn't on the console, but yeah, you didn't have, like, wireless redstone or anything with, like, command blocks, so, or any other method for that matter, so, yeah, this is really all you had to work with. Even if you made your console a little bigger, it wouldn't work. But the console controls the 4 different locations. So here's where we are right now, indicated by the lever being down. And you can see it's kind of a beach, as indicated by the map. And what we do is we pull it up, and then we pull down a different lever where we want to go next. So let's head to this forest. It's got like a ravine there. So we just pull that down and then walk out the door. It's very simple, like I said, but yeah, we got a ravine. Again, this is like 1.6 generations, so this is just going to look so old. That tree looks really weird. It's just funny. Anyway, we can walk back in, and we can just keep going. We got the island here, and we can walk out, and yeah, we got this island, and again, it looks like such just old generation, so basic by today's standards. It's just so cool to see like this map that I, for years really liked and just never have played until now. But yeah, and then we have 2 more? 1 more. Okay, so we got this, which is a stronghold, I believe, and because obviously it's underground, they just put a iron bar picture instead. And we can walk out, and sure enough, we are in this stronghold. And this is just so cool. I think it was back when they only had like 3 strongholds per world, so it's probably a cool location to get to come to, Tardis. But yeah, very easily we can just head back to where we were at the beginning, just like that. I think there's supposed to be sounds, like you might have added those at a later date, but like I don't think they work, because again, just command syntax has updated. But yeah, I mean, that's really everything. Like I said, there's only 4 locations. This little time control thing, which I'm going to put back at dawn. So yeah, this map was extremely simple, as I said, back when it was made, but it's just so cool, and it was so oh my goodness, this throws me off. This is hilarious to look at. But yeah, like this, it was amazing at the time, as I said. This was just so influential, and to me especially, this was a massive influence, this map. Even though my own TARDIS looked nothing like it, I did obviously add an interior to mine as kind of a callback to this, just because it was so influential in my life and is so nostalgic for me, especially to finally see it for myself. It is just so cool. But yeah, this has been my experience of the TARDIM map by UnlimitedMind42. I'll also leave the link for this TARDIS if you want to check it out in the current version, or go back to 1.6 to get the full experience, which I think would be really cool. But yeah, I've been Tbo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Tbo2IT, to follow my Twitter, which is also Tbo2IT, to join my Discord, where we're having a contest actually right now for a Tardis Interior for my map. So if you'd like to get your own, or even an exterior I believe as well, you can just hop on there and check that out, or if you just want to pop in and say hello. But yeah, goodbye.